Welcome back. It's the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM, and we're kicking off our coverage of South Australian netball in the Western Eyre Netball Association. Courtney Trowbridge is on the line with me, our correspondent for this association, to tell us everything we need to know. How are you going, Courtney? Good to have you back on Flow.
Good, thanks, Dan. How are you?
Going very well, thank you. Let's have a look back to last weekend's games, and it was a big win for the Western United Tigers, 59-15 over the Ceduna Blues, which was probably expected. But the story of the day wasn't necessarily the result. It was the 50-year celebration for the Western United Tigers, and I'd love to get a recap of what the day was like and some of the special things that were going on for the Tigers.
Yeah, they had their 50-year celebrations up at Penong on the weekend. Not really sure how the weekend panned out. I know they had some events on the Sunday, but for the Saturday, the A-grade girls did have the special heritage tags done up. They labelled it the Heritage Round against Blues, Ceduna Blues, and they had their 1974 A-grade netball team present the A-grade team with their tags, which is very special. And Blues also had some past players present their girls with their tags as well. So trying to make it, trying to recognise the history and making it a special occasion for all the girls, spectators and everyone involved. Big result for Westies. Not really surprised by the result, but the margin, really big margin for Westies, the 59-15 result. Just first quarter 13-3, pretty big quarter by Westies. They had some smothering defence. Blues really struggled to even get it through to their goal circle to have attempts at goal. They only had 7 attempts in that whole first quarter and 14 attempts for the first half. So the halftime score was 32-7. And then Westies able to just push on. The last quarter was more of an even quarter with 10-6. Westies still winning that quarter. Big win by Westies. I know we talk about them every week. They're still undefeated. And just powering through and looking like they could have that undefeated season, which hasn't been done for a while. Best player for Westies was Chloe Ettridge. She actually won the special medal that they had for their 50-year celebrations. Harriet Appleby also had a really good game down in the defence end. And for Blues, Hayley Clayton had some really good defensive turnovers.
Well, a good win for the Tigers on a very special day for the club, celebrating their history. And congratulations to Chloe Ettridge winning that medal. That must be a very special honour as well. So the Tigers push on. Like you said, the undefeated season could be on the cards, but they've got a big game next week, which we'll touch on in a moment. But first, it was a win for the Hawks over Wirrallah in a grand final rematch. Hawks winning it 46-37.
Yeah, Hawks getting a good 9-goal win and securing that second place at the moment. I'll have to have another good look at the ladder, but I think they should end up in second now and really push Westies, and they'll get a good look at Westies this weekend. But Wirrallah back to their usual lineup of Hayley Webb running through centre and Sarah Evans in goal defence, and I assume that this is how they're going to try and run out the season now that they don't have Jazz Billing. Hawks had a 6-goal lead at half-time, and then Wirrallah were able to peg them back to just 3 goals at three-quarter time. And then Hawks, the defensive pressure between Tess Matthews, Alana Cotton and Rochelle Wheaton at wing defence, they were able to just really push on through that last quarter and get the 9-goal win. But, much closer than probably that end score reflects. It was Hawks in the lead all game, but did get close through that third and started the fourth quarter before Hawks were able to push out. Best player for West Coast Hawks was Alana Cotton, and not sure on a best player for Wirrallah, as I haven't heard from their coach this week.
All right, thank you for those recaps, Courtney. And you mentioned the ladder. Let's take a look at it right now. Obviously, the Tigers are on top, undefeated, a percentage of 189, looking very healthy there. And it's pretty much business as usual. We haven't seen too many upsets all throughout the year, really. Tigers undefeated. The Hawks are in second at 6-2, and they've only lost to the Tigers. Wirrallah third at 4-4. They've only lost to the Hawks and the Tigers, so a clear pecking order in that top 3. And then Thevi and the Ceduna Blues have split their 2 matchups against each other. So it's very interesting at the moment, but there could be some upsets on the horizon.
Yeah, I think the ladder should stay, fairly how it is. I think, Wirrallah sitting in the middle there, that could sort of go either way. I think come finals time, we know what Wirrallah are like. they will push the top two teams. They're competitors and they've got very good experience and finals experience in their team. So, yeah, I think the final contest at the end of the year is definitely between Westies, Hawks and Wirrala.
Well, in a season that's been largely devoid of upsets, we might be seeing one or two this weekend because the schedule is a thriller this weekend and it is Indigenous Round this weekend. Really looking forward to hearing all about how that's been celebrated when we chat next week, Courtney. And as part of Indigenous Round, the top of the table Tigers are travelling to Streaky Bay to take on the second place Hawks, and it is a great chance for the Hawks to hand them their first loss of the season.
Yeah, this will be an exciting game. Both teams actually do have a key out. So Hawks are missing Tess Matthews, who is their goalkeeper, and she's been playing some really good netball. And for Westies, they're missing Harriet Appleby, which is also another key defender for them. So I think we will see maybe Maddie Nicholson swing into defence to match up against Durrani Hoffrichter in goal shooter, which will be exciting. I know that's what Hawks done last time. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. Not sure what Westies will do. They will have Abby Thomas filling in for them, who's a versatile player. She can play pretty much anywhere on the court. So, yeah, I'm not sure if they'll just slot her into wing defence and put Lara Skinner back in the circle or what they'll do there. They've got some versatility to work with, and I'm sure just based on the game, Chloe Etchery's their coach. She's really smart, so she'll just go with whatever changes is needed. I think Westies, they've just got that intimidating factor at the moment. I think they will still win this game. I think it will be close, but yeah, I think they will continue their undefeated run.
Well, on paper, it's certainly looking like one of the games of the season, if not the game of the season so far. So we'll see how it plays out. Should be a thriller. Wirrala are on the bye, which means the bottom two teams, the Blues and Thevi, are facing off as well. And a good chance for one of these teams to get a win. And, well, the winner takes fourth spot on the ladder and relegates the loser to the bottom.
Yeah, and I think whoever wins this game will end up playing finals. I can't see Thevi or Blues snagging a win from the top three teams before finals. So, yeah, this is a really important matchup for both teams. I know Blues are now without Megan Sampson, who ruptured her Achilles a couple of weeks ago, and we're sending lots of love to Megan. It's a very tough injury to go through, and we're wishing her all the best with her recovery. So Blues will be running with their straight 7 and a couple of B graders on the bench. Thevi have their full 8, and I think that will see Airlie, O'Brien and Lan Micken settle into goals and allow Nikki Sleep to do her thing back in the defensive lineup. I think Thevi are maybe just looking a little bit more settled at this point of the season, keeping in mind both teams are coming off very big losses to Westies. Thevi were able to have a week off with the bye, think about their performance and where they can improve. But very deflating for both teams. So it'll be interesting to see how each team responds. I actually think that Thevi should get the win on this one. It will be an interesting matchup seeing Casey Grenfell and goalkeeper up against Lan Micken. So Airlie O'Brien for Thevi is going to have to step up and take on that goal scoring role. I'm tipping Thevi to win this one and take fourth spot.
All right, a very exciting round ahead in the Western Eyre Netball Association. Huge implications for the ladder at the end of the season, and they should be two absolutely thrilling games, so we'll watch on with anticipation. Courtney, enjoy the games tomorrow. Good luck to everyone playing. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll catch you again next Friday.
Thank you, Dan.